Hi everyone! In this video, I will discuss GDPR settings in CloudFunnels. Let's begin. If you're marketing to the European Union, it's important that your material are GDPR compliant. GDPR is the General Data Protection Regulation, designed to protect the user's data, and CloudFunnels is completely GDPR compliant. To access the GDPR in CloudFunnels, on the sidebar section, go to the Settings tab and click on GDPR Settings. The settings are divided into two, the GDPR settings and the cookie consents and data request. First, let's take a look on the cookie consent settings. Cookie consent is the pop-up bubble that pops up when you arrive for the first time in the page or a site, letting visitors know that you are collecting cookies on their activities. Just like this default message that comes with CloudFunnels we have here. You can edit this one or use it as it is. You have a full featured editor where you can edit and modify your message any way you want. You can also format the text color, background color, box position, the buttons for accept or do not accept text colors. If users click on the accept button, the user will not get any more cookie notice the next time they visit your page. If they click on the Do Not Accept button, they will be sent to a redirection URL that you have specified here. You can use generic URL or any website URL you want them to be redirected on, where cookies will not be collected. You can also add here the font size or the distance from the border, and if you have a custom CSS, you can include that as well. Now let me show you how this cookie consent would look like. Go to your Funnels and Sites section, choose your funnel, and click on the Edit Funnel button. Select the page and click on the Settings button. Then toggle this button to display GDPR cookie notice. After that, save your settings, and if we go visit the page, you will then see the GDPR cookie notice pop up. So if you want to make any changes, you can do so by going back to your cookie consent settings. Now let me change my text color to black and the background color to white. Then let's change the box position, this time to the right, and change the accept button to OK. This button also. And for the redirection URL, I just added the Technic Force website URL. After making some changes, scroll down and save the settings. Now going back on the page, if we refresh this page, you will see all the changes to the GDPR cookie notice, from the colors, text, to the positions. Now if I click on OK, this message will no longer show up anymore, and if I click on the Do Not Accept button, it will take me to the URL that I have entered, which is Technic Force website. Next, let's take a look to the other GDPR features. Scroll down, and here you will see the data request setup. So here we have check boxes to allow you to get notification for data access or rectification requests and to send email during confirmation. And right below it is where you can enter your email address so you can receive the notifications right away. This one is the data access page URL. Click and copy it. Then open a new tab and let's visit that URL for a second. And here you will see the request data access page that visitors can use to request data. So let's do a test here. I'll enter in some details, then click on Submit Request. Now let's go back to our settings, and we will get back on data request page in just a moment. First, let me show you the setup confirmation message feature. There are two types of data access a user can make. One is a data access notice, and the other is a data rectification notice. In either case, we are going to send them an email with their data. So in this case, we can customize the message of the data access notice, also for the data rectification notice. And in this case, we can customize email for the data rectification confirmation. If you want, you can place your own message here, or you can use the default message we have here. Now here on the email content, we have a very important piece of code, which is called a shortcode. This specific one will be replaced by a GDPR data. Now scroll down and save your settings. Now if you recall, we have set these features here to get notifications and to send email confirmation. So if we go back to our email, as I have submitted a request before, now I have received the data request email for the data rectification. When we receive this notification, we know that it's time to go to CloudFunnels. Let's go back to CloudFunnels. If we go to the cookie consents and data request section, you will see the cookie consents records, those that are accepted and those that are not. You can see the IP, status, URL, the date, and the delete button. If we scroll down, you will also see the table for data access and rectification request, the type of the request, IP address, name, email, status if they were logged in on the membership site or not, URL that referred them to the request, date, and the actions button where you will see the pending ones, and here we can see request details by clicking on the I button, or if they have any message they have added to the request. Now to show you for example, let's go to this particular funnel, then log in. And after that, you will see the GDPR notice. If you see this hyperlink, this is the same URL we saw in the GDPR settings. If you click on it, it will take you to the request data page, like what I have showed you earlier. Now, if I submit a new request from here, and go back to the data request table again, you will then see the new request with a different status and URL, because I have submitted the request after I have logged in. Again, if you click on the I button, you will see the message or description they have added. And if we look on the Actions button, it is yellow check mark, letting us know that this is pending request. If you see a green double-checked icon, which means this request has been processed. So in order to process this request, all we have to do is click on the yellow icon. Now CloudFunnels has sent the email to the user. So it is important that your SMTP is properly set up in order to send the email. If you have not set it up yet, you can add one here on your SMTP section. After you have added one, what you'll need to do is go to your settings. Scroll down and choose the default hosting mailer. After that, go back to your GDPR setting. And here you will see the yellow check mark is now changed to green, as this request has been processed now. Now if I check on my email, here you will see the email that was sent, the data access notice, and down here the shortcode that I've showed you earlier is now replaced with the actual GDPR data. You also have access to this GDPR data. Just go to your GDPR data settings. You can also download it as a JSON file. At the bottom, we also have the terms and conditions and privacy policy. For this, let's go back to our membership funnel. Click on the Edit Funnel button, then add a new page. Enter the label name and click on Add. Then click on it and go to the Settings section. Then choose the page category as Privacy Policy. Then save the settings. And if you see this note, you'll just have to select your template here. You can view this template by clicking on the eye icon. And just edit the template according to your requirements. Then save it. Now add another one for the terms and conditions. Again, go to its setting, select the page category, save it, and choose your template. And that is how you set up your GDPR settings in CloudFunnels. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next one.